Guys, we need to have a word here. Welcome back to the channel. I know it's been a hot second, it's been a couple of weeks, but I'm coming here because I'm going to tell yous off for something. Why on earth are we hating on this woman? So if this is your first time seeing her, this is Sody. She is a British musician. She's been releasing music since 2016. She's had viral songs such as Bedroom Ceiling, What We Had, Maybe It Was Me. She released her debut album, The Hell of April, in October last year. And, TikTok hasn't really been treating her very kindly. So I'm about to come for you guys. Fuck yeah, nah. I don't know what that was cringe. So she recently started promoting a song called It Was Never About the Dishwasher. And Jesus Christ, you guys don't fucking get it. Ugh. So this song was the final track on her debut album. It went viral for the first time on TikTok in December last year due to its unconventional bridge. That's how we're going to describe it, but we are going to get into it. Now, this video in question got an astounding 1.3 million views. I wish I was getting that, honestly. But a lot of the comments seemed to be very negative. They were misunderstanding the whole point of it, really. They were criticising her songwriting skills because, God forbid, she rushed her words a little bit in the bridge. However, I'm about to get very analytical. My nerdy side is about to come out here, guys. These things are intentional. And I'm sorry, but it's hard to judge a piece of art, like music, like film, like TV shows, through just a small snippet. You can't judge a full picture on just a tiny aspect, and we're going to cover why that is. So what is the point, you might ask? Musicians don't write anything without intention. Compare it to when you're in English lessons in school and you've got your teacher at the front of the room going, right, in this book the author describes the curtains as being the colour red. Why is that? It's not just because the author likes the fucking colour red. And honest to God, some of the comments on that video about the bridge are just fucking... I hate people. I actually hate people sometimes. But some of the comments that Sody was getting are as follows. Please discover counts of 8. It's okay. Some of us are meant to work a 9 to 5. What does a dishwasher have to do with marriage? What is assaulting my ears? Original song. We can tell. And look, I could go on, but there's literally about 2,000 plus comments on that video. And a lot of that is unnecessary trolling. We'll get on to it though. We'll get on to that. Remember when I said I was going to get analytical? Now's the time. I'm going to be very honest here. I'm not somebody who's ever studied music theory, but I have studied English language at GCSE level, A level. I am somebody who enjoys being analytical, but I have to also say I am a songwriter, so I do have an understanding of intentionality when it comes to songwriting choices. So trust me, guys. I promise I do know what I'm talking about. So, to dive into the little bits of music theory that I know, let's talk about bridges, right? They serve 4 key purposes. The first one is contrast and variety. This is to prevent monotony. So you can do this through changing things like chord progressions, instrumentation, rhythm. Another key purpose is emotional build-up and release. This is to create tension. And you can do this by changing the key, changing the tempo. Or, alternatively, it can provide you a moment of reflection. Number 3, lyrical shift. This is intended to introduce you to a new viewpoint in the song's narrative. It can add crucial details and give you a deeper understanding of what the fuck is going on. And last but not least, anticipation. This is to cleanse a listener's palate, making the return of the chorus after the bridge feel fresh, exciting, and not as if you're about to hear it for the 3rd time in a row, 4th time in a row. Okay, now that I've explained that, let's dive into the one particular lyric, or the main particular lyric, should I say, that garnered the most criticism. Yay! You listen, it sinks in like you didn't. And I ask you to empty the fucking dishwasher. Is that about the fucking dishwasher? Was it? It was about the fact that I wanna marry you. But you wouldn't step up for me like I stepped up for you a million times. When your mom felt sorry for me, I saw it in her eyes. Well, I love you till I die, yeah, probably. Yeah, I made you better for someone who's not me. I asked you to empty the fucking dishwasher. Is there about the fucking dishwasher? Was it? So a lot of people said that this was unnatural. But let's talk about why. On a surface level, right? If you've never been in a long-term relationship, it can sound a bit silly to equate marriage and emptying a dishwasher. I get that. But, as I say, that is surface level reading, guys. And I do think a lot of people do lack critical thinking skills and analysis skills. Just use some brainwaves, guys. Stop thinking just on the surface level. Now, here's where I'm going to become a bit of a nerd again. If you think of musical phrasing like sentences, there is a natural start and an end point. So, for example, hi, I'm Holly and this is my YouTube channel. That was natural, right? You could tell where the start and end point of that sentence was. It flowed naturally. It is the exact same in lyricism, because you need a natural start and end point that flows with that melody. So why has she rushed extra syllables? It is intentional, guys. Usually, if we're rushing our words, it's to convey things like panic, urgency, desperation, and in Sody's case, narratively, she is breaking up with a partner and it's an end of a relationship that she didn't really want. It's something that the partner is doing to her through pulling away, through lack of effort. And look, couples fight over the stupidest mundane things all of the time. I've been in a relationship now for nearly 6 years, and multiple times a week, I'll be shouting at her for leaving clothes all over the floor, and she'll shout at me for not doing the dishes. It happens when you live with somebody, but when you're in a healthy relationship, you work through that shit together. You apologise to one another, you put the effort in. I go do the dishes, she picks the clothes up. That's what healthy relationships are. When you're in an unhealthy relationship, the other person goes, yeah, and then doesn't fucking do it. It's allegorical, or a metaphor, however way you want to describe it. It's meant to represent a lack of effort and a team coming apart. Partnership requires teamwork to work. And when one person can't be asked, it doesn't fucking work. You can't just expect one person to put all of the effort in, because then that one person who is putting the effort in, and you look at the other person doing fuck all, you think to yourself, well, why should I continue? It's not like this person has forgot to empty a dishwasher once and she's gone, right, fuck you, how dare you, we are done, split up, I've had enough of you, how fucking dare you. I'm sorry, but dishwasher is an interchangeable term. She could have said, and I asked you to empty the washing machine, or I asked you to take the bins out. Like, same fucking thing. But let's just quickly go back to some theory. Hear me out. Considering that this song is the bridge, and we assume, I say assume, I know it does, that it's going to follow traditional song structure of verse, chorus, bridge, chorus, end. The placement of this lyric is important because it's representing a pivotal point in that story. It is contrast and variety because it's got a lyrical rhythm change and also emotional build-up and release because it's a portrayal of anger and frustration. And these little extra bits of syllables is meant to create tension. It's meant to feel like she's reached her limit and the bubbles burst and she's finally having this sort of output of emotion that she'd been building up for so long, and we're experiencing that with her because we're going through these emotions with her throughout the song. And it's intended to be powerful and emotive, and as if she's no longer questioning this person's intentions, she's just straight up fucking calling it out. It was about the fact that I would have married you, but I wouldn't stand up for me like I stood up for you a million times. Even this line, directly after it, is just absolute confirmation of everything I just said, actually. It's as though she's reached this breaking point, as I've just said. She's had enough of having the same argument over and over again. And wouldn't you, if you were in that situation? Obviously, a million times is hyperbolic. It's an exaggeration. But it is a phrase that we all say when something is constantly happening over and over again. Like, I've told you a million times, take the fucking bins out, you dickhead. We need to note something important here. Everything I have just spoken about analytically there is about the bridge, because that is what we've been given by Sody. That was the promotional aspect that she chose to post. And I think that in itself is actually part of the issue. I don't know how many people watching this will be musicians who know how it works, but if you don't know how it works, when you promote music onto TikTok, you have to pick a section of the song, at least initially, a section of the song that you think is the best part, or the part that's going to resonate with people, the part that's going to push the song out into the algorithm, make people want to transfer from TikTok to streaming platforms such as Spotify, Apple Music, Tidal, wherever you get your music from. The intention with doing that, as I say, to get more fans on streaming services, build your music up, be able to tour, sell music to people, but that doesn't always work. Sometimes you can just flop, which I well and truly know, or it can just go viral for the absolute fucking wrong reason. And that's what's happened here. What I imagine has happened is that people have heard this snippet, judged it for what it is, which sometimes isn't always a good thing. They've taken a disliking to a certain aspect of it, so the rush syllable thing, because you're lacking the context of elsewhere, you think the entire song is like this. And then they've made a decision based on that 30 seconds of a 3-4 minute song. And just to provide the context, this is the first verse. I used to know all these secrets. Yeah, I don't even know what you do on the weekend. Things fall apart for a reason. And I'm on the edge of my seat for the great song, but it doesn't make sense to harp. Oh, what could have happened? Can't change what happened, can I? Things fall apart for a reason. For some reason. See? It's not all rushed. Yeah, as you've seen, I'm playing the song with my guitar because I don't want to be done for copyright. Being realistic here, it's fine to not like it. It's fine to have an opinion about something. Because at the end of the day, music is subjective. And look, I've come onto this channel before talking about festival season and going, well, I don't like this act. I don't like this style of music. I understand the appeal for other people though. You just have to be mindful that what you say doesn't go for everybody. And I even think creating a meme out of a song isn't the worst thing in the world. It depends. Sometimes it can be really funny and really creative and it pushes the song out further and it blows you up that way. Other times it can just be mean. Like, for example, JP Sachs released a song called Smartphone Made Me Dumb, and there was a TikToker who made a few dramatic meme kind of videos with a fan in her face being really dramatic about it because the lyrics to the snippet he chose from that song were a bit silly and basic. And look, Sody's song performed really well algorithmically, but it doesn't have the exact desired outcome that she actually wants in terms of transferring people over to, say, Spotify. Because she's getting a lot of people rinsing the shit out of her, and they're not really going to want to go over to Spotify, are they? And look, I know the saying goes, no publicity is bad publicity. I've had many people say that to me before. But you do have to have a level of mental resilience to be able to deal with hate comments online. Whether you feel that it's constructive criticism or it's just people being nasty, there is a level of mental resilience to try and detach yourself from your work, to be like, it's not personal. Do you know what I mean? It's hard to not take it personally sometimes. As much as I can try and pioneer for let's stop fucking hating on people for no fucking reason, I also can't control the actions of other people. And if other people are going to send hate my way, I need to learn how to deal with that. And that's not to sort of victim blame either. People shouldn't be receiving this shit. The problem is the people who are sending this shit. I don't know, maybe I didn't say that completely correctly. But I don't want to make it about me. But in case Sody is watching, which is a chance she might, we'll get on to that. I had a song do relatively well on TikTok in 2022. I released a snippet of my song called Safe Space on the day that my album came out, and I made the video quite late at night. I used to work in a nightclub at the time, and I filmed this video when I was walking home after my shift, and I went to bed, and I woke up, and the video had 20,000 views, and I was like, what the fuck? It was the first time that had ever happened to me, and I went in the comments section, and I was like, oh, okay, fuck, and it was just a lot of hate comments. Unfortunately, I did delete the hate comments because at the time, I'm going to be very open and transparent here. I was in therapy after being diagnosed with PTSD, and I wasn't mentally strong enough for that. So I deleted the hate comments so that I didn't have to see them. But from what I remember, it was very similar, if not the same sort of cliche comments that I'm seeing in Sody's comment section. My favourite one, and it's the only one I remember from that video, and I don't remember if I deleted it or they deleted it or what happened because the comment's not available anymore. But I made a video about it a couple of days after that video blew up, where somebody said to me, you sound like you record music on voice notes and produce music with a fork. And as much as I'd like to think I've improved for nearly 4 years on from that, that is kind of funny. But I suppose my point in telling all of this is to just say that I get it and I understand how shit it is. Because when you work so hard on something, especially something creative, and as I say, is raw and vulnerable, and in Sody's case, it's about a real breakup that she went through, about real pain that she went through, because, you know, breakups are fucking hard. Losing somebody that you thought would be in your life forever to the point of you thought you would get married to this person, that's a big deal. And, you know, you post it online to try and reach your audience or find new people who may be interested in your music. And then to have it received the opposite way, where people are just shitting on you for no reason and not giving you a chance and not wanting to go onto Spotify to see what this song is actually like and just going, don't like that one snippet. It can be soul destroying. The music industry in that respect, and this TikTok generation, especially like when you blow up, you get just called, oh, you're a TikTok artist. Yeah, because no one else is blowing up without posting on TikTok nowadays, unfortunately. I think too many people just think it's okay to air out every opinion that they ever have. And I think sometimes, guys, it is okay to keep some things to ourselves. Free speech does not equal freedom of consequence, and I feel like a broken record saying that to people recently with everything going on in the world, how big or how small that may be. Freedom of speech
does not equal freedom of consequence.
Your words, your hateful words being nasty to somebody, you do not know what effect that may have on that artist. You're allowed to not like the song. You're not allowed to be a dickhead. I have seen that Sody has made a video about this on her page about 5 days ago from the time I'm recording this. I have only seen the intro of this and I have saved it to then react to it with you guys and watch it together and we can talk about it together.
This didn't age particularly well, fellow artists. Be careful what you wish for. Because I've been having a little viral moment over on here with my song It Was Never About the Dishwasher. However, 99% of that is hate. It's been reaching all the wrong people. Getting views. Getting quite a lot of views. Is it translating to streams? No. I mean, the streams for that song have gone up exponentially because it was the last song on my album. Check it out. What is slightly pissing me off is, and I know I shouldn't rise or care, but I'll get to why I do care, is that you post a snippet. No, I was in 500 view jail. No one was watching my shit. And then the one time they do is they just hear something about It Was Never About the Dishwasher. What am I trying to say? I'm trying to say that people aren't listening to the song. Sometimes I reply to the hate and I'm like, have you heard the song? And they're like, no. I'm like, brilliant. One comment had 50,000 likes, which was, what is this assaulting my ears?
That's what I brought
Luckily, 10 years of experience means I have thick skin. But it's not been easy, I'm not gonna lie. Sometimes I'm like, am I shit? Is this song the worst song in the whole world?
I resonate with all of that. I can't lie. This whole 500 view jail, song going viral, everybody just liking the hate comment because they think it's fucking hilarious. I totally get it. Like, look, I have 400 followers. She has about 60,000 and something. So she is a bigger artist than me. Oh, fuck. Yeah, we're on the same wavelength here.
But be careful what you wish for. Because, you know, I've been manifesting virality. I didn't specify how. And now I'm like, okay, so what am I meant to do now? Am I just meant to post that all the time because I'm getting views? I am posting my other songs. It's not reaching anyone really. What is this? Like, I've got, you know, quite a few new followers. And then, like, this is so fucked. This is literally a case study. Like, someone case study me. Like, what?
I'm here.
What am I meant to do now? Like, literally. Like, what? Again, what are we doing? Okay, I have a moment like that. Now what? It's not like imagine if those millions of views were actually translating to streams.
Honestly.
Maybe
I wish.
It Was Never About the Dishwasher is a bad example because it's niche, but I still have no answers. Still have no answers. Please, can we keep talking? Please, can artists talk to me? Can we talk, please?
Sody girl, I got you. Before I end this, actually, I do want to say, Sody does know I'm doing this video. I posted a TikTok, a bit of a meme-y kind of video, about the new Harry Styles album cover. And I said, oh, well, the first time I saw the Harry Styles album cover, I saw it on Facebook and thought it was a meme. And then I went on his Instagram account and saw it was real. Because we can appreciate something being a bit goofy without me going, I actually really hate this and I think it's shit and meh, 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 meh. But I made a video the following day being like, the irony that some people in the comments of that video were going, you just don't get it. When I'm literally, I have my laptop here. This is 6 pages long. This is all of my notes for this video about how people do not get this song. I made a TikTok similar to this where I was just, this is when it was like still half written. I'm just scrolling, being like, I'm writing this video essay. And I didn't tag Sody in this, but she happened to see it anyway, and she commented on it being like, I'm sat. So, Sody girl, if you're watching this, please do not let this stop you from making music. Because it nearly stopped me from doing it, and I regret taking as much time out from music as I did, let alone the regret I would feel if I just quit. And it's such a strange thing, isn't it, that like, with how TikTok algorithms work and stuff, I can have a shared experience with somebody who has 60-something thousand followers, and I have 400. You know, it's anyone can get on the For You page, anybody can have a viral video if you just, it's not even knowing how to play the algorithm correctly, sometimes it's just luck. And it's one of them things, you have to let your love of creation carry you forward in this industry. Because I understand how difficult it is to deal with trolls. I've been there, done that. But you do find your people. I imagine you do have an audience of people who do love you and do love your music. And I do believe that at some point you will get that to grow. And look, I'm somebody, genuinely, who in 2020 I had Bedroom Ceiling on repeat over and over again. I absolutely love that song. And then you were on my For You page again with It Was Never About the Dishwasher. And I didn't even open the comments. I was like, oh my God, this is brilliant. And then I opened the comments and went, what the fuck? So just so you know, it's in my like songs, it's in my playlists. I've followed you on Spotify, I've followed you everywhere. Because I'm just happy to see where you go next. And if you haven't listened to Sody's debut album, go and stream it. I'll leave links in the description to all of her work. So, have we learnt a lesson here today, audience? Disliking something equals fine. Hating on something equals not fine. If you've enjoyed today's video and you would like to see me do more things like this, because I have spent all week planning this video. This is probably the most fun I have had making a YouTube video in a long time. Sorry to everybody who follows me for my festival content. So if you want to see more from me, don't forget to like the video, subscribe, put the notification bell on, all the usual stuff that you do on YouTube. I'll be back soon. I'll love yous and leave yous. And just remember, it was never about the dishwasher. When your mom felt sorry for me, I saw it in her eyes. Well, I love you till I die, yeah, probably. Yeah, I made you better for someone who's not me. And I hope that breaking my heart makes a difference. But really, I just hope that when she talks to you,